I just don't really know what's going on anymore.
You hear the word and you're just like, no thank you.
Like 4 years of just not knowing what's really happening.
I'm giving up thinking about it.
If we're going to do it, let's just speed up the process and do it.
Brexit was announced when I was 16 and this election's happening on my 20th birthday. So that's like 4 years of just not knowing what's really happening. So people do talk about it, but no one seems to know what's actually going to happen.
There's so much that's said all the time with different conflicting opinions and when it's going to happen and whether it's going to happen, that I just don't really know what's going on anymore. And I'd like more clarity with that because it's an important issue for the country and yet no one seems to know what's going on.
I don't think I can go a day without hearing Brexit on the news at least 10 times. And I'm giving up thinking about it. They'll just do what they're going to do and it'll figure itself out probably.
If we voted to leave, if we're going to do it, let's just speed up the process and do it. But I don't really understand Brexit really, because it's kind of become a thing where you just tune off. You hear the word and you're just like, no thank you.
Regardless of what you voted, it was chose to leave. So really, we should have left the EU because that's what the people voted for. But that didn't happen. So yeah. I'd probably always vote Labour because I think that's just the way I've been brought up. My family all vote Labour, but I like their policies a lot more than anyone else, and I really don't want the Conservatives to get power again because the country's just not doing very well at the minute.
I am like on the border of who to vote for, but at the minute I am going for the Lib Dems because I agree with 11 out of the 12, well, the vast majority of their policies I agree with. So I'm probably going to vote for the Lib Dems.
I'm going to look more into it because I don't feel like I'm educated enough on each party to have a definite decision yet. I think at this point a lot of people's views on which party they want to vote for is based off of whether they want to remain or leave.
I've been more bothered about what they're going to do for the rest of the country rather than myself personally, which sounds kind of strange. But I'm more bothered about what they're going to do for people that aren't as well off rather than, say, where I'm at. And also tuition fees as well is a big thing because they're extortionate.
I think we should remain, and that's part of the reason why I'm going to vote Labour, because it's given people another chance to vote, and they'll actually be listened to, where the first time round people voted and they just weren't listened to. So I'd like to have the option to just the people decide, and that's what happens, regardless of whether politicians think that should happen or not. It's everyone in the country voted, well, people who registered to vote voted, and that's what should happen.